Yeah, hello, and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Wednesday, May the 27th, 2020. Got a birthday shout out going out to Don Colombato and Richard Weiner. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know, Don and Richard, you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You put another year behind you today, so happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You cha 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 cha. Got some Facebook pokes out there heading out to Karen Sanders and Amanda Sue Little. Tag. I gotcha. I'm sure that by the time I get to Facebook, though, Amanda Sue, you would have at least poked me at least once. Why? I think that you can only poke once in a row, and I don't know why. And I don't know why. But anyway, I will poke you back when I get back over there. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Alrighty then. It's time to go on and mosey on with the show. Let's see. How about local weather brought to you by Wallace Resale? Wallace Resale is on Facebook and sells all kinds of items. Just go to Wallace Resale and find out the items that you like. Go to their messenger, and either Rick or Dawn will get back to you as soon as they can. All right, let's see today's temperature. Well, right now it's 73 out there with cloudy overcast and to partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Highs around 73 degrees. Winds are going to be southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. Well, I'd say 100% because I already got some. But in your area of St. Charles, you may not. Anyway, cloudy skies this evening, followed by scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight. Lows around 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are light and variable. And chances of rain, 40 degrees. 40%. 40 degrees. Well, 40% chance of rain. Light and variable, like I've said before, means under 5 miles per hour. So we're going to be coming out of the southeast at 4 miles per hour. And then, how about for Thursday? Your weather forecast for Thursday. Scattered thunderstorms in the morning, becoming more widespread in the afternoon. Highs around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. Scattered thunderstorms during the evening, followed by occasional showers overnight. Lows around 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Now hitting in your area for sure, certain. We don't know, because it's a little skippy. It's a hit and miss sort of situation. Friday, May 29th, mostly sunny skies. Highs around 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Clears overnight with lows around 53 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now Saturday, May the 30th. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs around 75 degrees Fahrenheit with winds blowing in from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with lows around 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Now, partly cloudy skies on Sunday, May the 31st, with highs around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with lows around 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. So there you have your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, brought to you by Wallace Resale. Are we ready to continue with the Arabian Nights? Well, the Arabian Nights, the story time, is brought to you by Family First Home Health Care. That's right, Family First Home Health Care. LLC. Family, Family, first one, ST. HHC on the web at .com, that is. All right, go on there, put in your applications because they are hiring in the St. Charles area and all the way out St. Charles County too. So you've got good areas. We just need people to fill those spots. Weekends, and weekdays. So if you feel like helping out your fellow friend, then by golly, go to Family First Home Healthcare LLC. Family First Home Healthcare .com or HHC.com. Sorry, Family First HHC.com. All right, the Arabian Nights. Here we go. Though his house was, thought that this house was ugly, she says, and she was just mad that the lady had brought herself to the house in the first place and introduced herself. Well, Prince Pervis was as much affected at the death of Prince Bahman as the princess, but not to waste time in needless regret, he knew that she still passionately desired possessions of the marvelous treasures. He interrupted her, saying, "Sister, our regret for our brother is in vain. Our lamentations cannot restore him to life. It is the will of God. We must admit and adore the decrees of the Almighty without searching into them. Why should you now doubt of the truth of what the holy woman told you? Do you think she spoke to you of the three things that were not in being, and that she invented them to deceive you who had received her with so much goodness and civility? Let us rather believe that our brother's death is owing to some error in his part, or some accident which we cannot conceive. It ought not, therefore, to prevent us from pursuing our objects. I offered to go this journey and am now more relevant than ever. His example has not effected upon my resolution. To-morrow I will depart." The princess did all that she could to dissuade Prince Pervis, conjuring him not to expose her to the danger of losing two brothers, but he was obstinate. And all the recommendations, and all the remonstrances that she could urge him to effect upon him before he went, that might know what successes he had. He left her a string of 100 pearls, telling her that if they would not run when she should count them until the string, she left her a string of 100 pearls, telling her that if they would not run when she should count them upon the string, but remain fixed, that would be a certain sign that he had undergone the same fate as his brother, but at the same time told her he hoped it would never happen, but that he should have the delight of seeing her again. Prince Pervis on the 20th day after his departure, met the same dervish in the same place as his brother Bahman had done before him. He went directly up to him, and after he had saluted, asked him if he could tell him where to find the talking bird, the singing tree, and the golden wing water. The dervish urged the same remonstrance as he had done to Prince Bahama, telling him that a young gentleman who very much resembled him with him a short time before was with him a short time before, that overcame by impurity, he had shown him the way, given him a guide, and told him how he should act to succeed, but that he had not seen him since, and doubted not but that he had shared the same fate as the other adventurers. "Good dervish," answered Prince Pervis, "I know whom you speak of. He was my elder brother, and I am informed of the certainty of his death, but I know not the cause." "I can tell you," replied the dervish. He was changed into a black stone, as well as all I speak of have been, and you must expect the same transformation, unless you observe more exactly than he had done the advice I gave him. In case you persist in your resolution, which I once more entreat you to renounce." Dervish said, "Prince Pervis, I can sufficiently express how much I am obliged for the concern you take in my life. Who am I, a stranger to you, and have done nothing to deserve your kindness? But I thoroughly considered this enterprise before I undertook it. Therefore, I beg you to do me the same favor you have done my brother. Perhaps may have better success in following your directions, since I cannot prevail with you," said the dervish. "Since I cannot prevail with you," said the dervish, "to give up your abstained resolution. If my age did not prevent me, I could stand, and I would get up to reach you a bowl I have here, which will show you the way." Without giving the dervish time to say more, the prince alighted from his horse and went to the dervish, who had taken a bowl out of his bag, in which he had a great many, and gave it to him, with the same directions as he gave Prince Merman, and after warning him not to be discouraged by the voices he should hear, however threatening they might be, but to continue his way up the hill till he saw the cage and bird, he let him depart. Prince Pervis thanked the dervish, and when he had remounted and taken leave, threw the bowl before his horse, and spurring him at the same time followed it. When the bowl came to the bottom of the hill, it stopped. The prince alighted and stood some time to recollect the dervish's directions. He encouraged himself and began to walk up with a resolution to reach the summit. But before he had gone above 6 steps, he heard a voice which seemed to be near as of a man behind him, saying in an insulting tone, "Stay, rash youth, that I may punish you for your presumption." Upon this affront, the prince forgetting the dervish's advice, clapped his hands upon his sword, drew it, and turned about to revenge himself, but had scarcely time to see that nobody followed him before he and his horse were changed into black stones. In the meantime, the princess Presidel served several times a day after her brother's departure, counted her chapelet. She did not omit it at night, but when she went to bed, put it about her neck, and in the morning, when she awoke, counted over the pearls again to see if they would slide. The day the Prince Pervis The day that Prince Pervis was transformed into a stone, she was counting over the perils as she used to do, and when all at once they become immovably fixed, a certain token that the prince, her brother, was dead. As she had determined what to do in case she should happen, she lost no time in outward demonstration of grief, which she concealed as much as possible, but having disguised herself in man's apparel, she mounted her horse the next morning, and armed with the equipment, having told her servants she should return in 2 or 3 days, and took the same road that her brothers had done. The princess, who had been used to riding a horseback in hunting, sported the figure of so long a journey better than most ladies could have done, and as she made the same stages as her brothers, she also met the dervish on the 20th day. When she came near him, she alighted from her horse, leading him by the bridle, went and sat down by the dervish, and after she had saluted him, said, "Good dervish, give me leave to rest myself, and do me the favor of you tell me if you have not heard that there are somewhere in the neighborhood a talking bird, a singing tree, and golden water." "Princess," answered the dervish, "for so I must call you, since by your voice I know you to be a woman disguised in man's apparel. I know the place where these things are to be found. But what makes you ask me this question?" "Oh, good dervish," replied the princess, "I have heard such a flattering relation of them given me, that I have a great desire to possess them." "Madam," replied the dervish, "you had been told the truth. These curiosities are more singular than they have been represented, but you have not been made acquainted with difficulties which must be surmounted in order to obtain them. If you had been fully informed of these, you would not have undertaken such dangerous enterprise. Take my advice, return, and do not urge to contribute toward your ruin." "Good father," said the princess, "I have traveled a great way, and should be sorry to return without executing my design. You talk of difficulties and danger of life, but you do not tell me what these difficulties are, and where the danger consists. This is what I desire to know, that I may consider and judge whether I can try my courage and strength to brave them. Shall we wait till tomorrow? Let us see. Yes, we shall wait till tomorrow to find out where the princess is going and whether she makes it. Join tomorrow, the reading portion of the program, The Arabian Nights, The Talking Bird. All right, now it looks like it's time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread, brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2020, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading will be 2 Chronicles 1 through 3 and John 10, 1 through 23. Okay, today, why me? That is our devotion today. Why me? You can ask that question. There's plenty of people that do. The odds of people getting struck by lightning are quite low, but some people get struck by lightning, and the odds of getting sick or overwhelmed are by the COVID-19 virus are quite low, but some people get affected. The odds of dying from the COVID virus are way lower than the odds of getting infected. The odds of dying from the COVID virus are way lower than the odds of getting the COVID virus, but people do. And anyway, that being said, if we look into the Bible, we come up with Job. Again, Job. Yesterday we had Job. Today we're going to have Job again because, well, Job is the story to go to in times like this when people want to blame God. And it's not God that we need to blame in these situations. It is the devil. And here we go. Job 17 through 21. Why me? What is mankind that you make so much of them, that you give them so much attention? This is the devil speaking, by the way. I think he's speaking to God. What is mankind that you make so much of them, that you give them so much attention, that you examine them every morning and test them every moment? Will you never look away from me, or let me alone even for an instant? If I have sinned, what have I done to you, you who sees everything we do? Why have you made me your target? Have I become a burden to you? And why do you pardon my offenses and forgive my sins? Okay, I guess this is Job talking to God. For I will soon lie down in the dust, and you will search for me, but I will be no more. So there you go. That's the end of it. Job 17 through 21. I just thank you folks for tuning in today. Oh, by the way, that was brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2020. And don't forget to tune in. It's on YouTube, just like this program. All right, friends, it's time for me to let you off of here. So, I've got one song for you today, and that would be, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show today. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.